That is South African-born, Christchurch-based songstress Lee Martin from her upcoming new album, Marlene. We caught up to Lee and asked her who is Marlene, why is she covered an Elton John song, but first of all, how is the Christchurch music scene?
Christchurch at this stage is the place to be. There's live music 7 nights a week in the city. Like, it is, yeah. I think the live music scene is alive. The city in general is amazing. Right. I love it, yeah.
All righty. So you've got your new album coming out, this guy here.
Yes, indeed.
Very exciting. Is your second record, is that correct?
Fourth.
I can't count.
All You've got 2 of them. I probably need to send you a couple more.
Send them on. All right. So the last one was what? Gypsy Soul?
Gypsy Soul was the 2 ones ago. Yeah, the previous one. So the last one was Dreamer's Dawn. That's where remember we had a little break in transmission. But yeah, the last one was Dreamer's Dawn, and the one before that was Gypsy Soul. The one before that was years and years ago in South Africa.
Ah, gotcha.
Called I Know You're Sleeping. So that's kind of, I don't think anyone even knows about that one.
Okay. All right. And this one's called Marlene?
Marlene, yes.
And why is that the title?
So that is my actual birth name.
I thought it might be.
Yes. So it's kind of a funny thing because the whole album, usually when I have an album out or an EP or whatever, the biggest mission is to think of the name and think, what am I going to call this album and why? You're trying to think about these concepts. But with this one, everything just fell into place because the songs were just there. It's all has kind of a theme, like they're all about my life leading up to this point. And then the name also just came. It's like, it should be Marlene because it's about me and it's about all my life experiences. And no one knows that my name is Marlene. So it's kind of a good reveal. So, well, that's, if they say, who's Marlene? Why is the album called Marlene? Well, that's me. And that's what the album is about. So, yeah. And then even the album design, like I always do my own album designs, but the whole concept just came to me because when I decided, so if you turn it around to the other side, that's like a collage of my eyes, right? But in each of those little eyes, there's a photograph of my childhood or something that's got to do with one of the songs.
Oh, I see.
So they come with a little magnifying glass, and you can go and look for clues, like what song is relevant to which image. So it's kind of like seeing life through my eyes because obviously it's about my life. So,
it's a very ambitious package. On just putting it on vinyl is one thing. The magnifying glass and all that must have cost you an arm and a leg.
Look, albums always cost an arm and a leg. It's part of it. I think I work my little butt off until I've got enough money to just put out another album. That's how my life is going at the moment.
All right, very good. Now, music-wise, how much you talked about how great the scene, music scene is down there in Christchurch where you are. How much has that influenced what we hear on the record?
Probably not so much of what you're hearing on the record. Like I'm super busy with gigs and performing and stuff, but songwriting to me, it kind of happens. It's really just influenced by my life. And then a song would come to me and I would write it and then it's done. So I don't think that the scene necessarily influences it. I feel like it's more just downloading songs from somewhere. I don't even know where they come from. Yeah, but busy probably influences it in the sense that I'm super busy and it gives me less time to sit at home in my bedroom tinkering on my guitar,
Gotcha. All right. Well, it's a very, I love the sound of the record. Very warm and personal and
Thank you.
All that stuff. So who is Henry is the gentleman who's produced it for you? Tell me about how he works.
So we call him H, Henareka, but he's actually a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, very, very good musician, drummer, producer, all of these things. So we kind of got chatting and I don't even know how it happened, but we're like, why don't you help me produce this album? I mean, I feel to a degree that I'm always also producing my albums because it's obviously a joint collaboration. But he was very good in the sense we worked on all the songs beforehand, thinking of the direction we wanted to go. He's a little bit of a genius. Like he would just have these crazy cool ideas in studio and I'm like, wow, that's next level. So it was really good working with him. And also because I think he allowed it was the first time that I kind of also really took charge of the songs, and like this is the way I wrote the song, so let's not change the song, because that tends to happen in studio. People want to change the song and say, you wrote a ballad, let's make it upbeat, because I feel like a lot of times the producers want to say that they created this hit,
Right.
because when it came to studio, it was something completely different. And look what I've done with it. You know what I mean?
To justify their existence.
Yeah. But I actually think a good producer is someone who listens to the artist or allows the artist to just bring out the best of the song. You know, it doesn't have to be something completely different.
Right. I also like the way you use the horns, because they're not overbearing, or they're just in there kind of in the mix, adding just exactly like maybe talk to me about Heaven and Hell. That's a really nice track, the second track on the album. How'd that come together?
Oh, you promised me heaven. Now I'm going through hell. Do you still want forever? Rotting here in the cell. Get away from the window. Get away from the light. Little darling, it scares you when I'm shining too bright.
So yeah, that was probably the last song I wrote just before recording the album, so I didn't have a lot of time to play it and kind of figure out what I wanted with it. So that's one of the songs that I allowed to just become what it wanted to be in studio. I do love that song. I love the lyrics to that song as well. And the horns. This album is a bit country folk, but I do always kind of steer towards that soul sound as well. So there's a bit of a blend. So I love horns. I just love it. So we actually finished recording that song and then there has to be a horn section in there. Like we have to add it in. So yeah. Do you want to know more about the song itself? What it's
I'd love to, yes.
Okay. So I think Heaven and Hell, there's a little bit two themes blending in there, is when you are pushed to a point in your life. I think everyone goes through this. I had someone talking to me about this morning, where you just start questioning things. You start questioning your life, start questioning the what's and the whys of everything. Maybe even going, is there something bigger out there, like a higher power, a God force or something like that? It's kind of questioning religion, like, is there a heaven? Is there a God out there? Is there somebody that can help? And then bringing it back to a real life situation where you go, like, you actually promised me this was going to be amazing. You promised me heaven, but now I'm going through hell. Like, it's where promises are broken and you're like, well, this is not actually the deal. And now I'm in this situation. And then also kind of questioning, is there something bigger out there?
Right. Yeah. Okay. Now you mentioned you like to add a little bit of soul and country. It reminds me of like Dusty Springfield when she went to Memphis and stuff like that. So
yes, okay,
are you familiar with her work?
Love Dusty Springfield. Yeah,
all right.
I love that comparison. Yeah, cool.
All right.
Thanks.
And the guitar player, is his name Phil Dublé?
The Phil Dublé. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Oh, Phil Dublé. He just knocks your socks off. Once he picks up a guitar, he makes any guitar just sound amazing. This is the first album that I have not played guitar on, because I've played my guitar parts on all my albums.
Right.
And then Phil played with me with my previous album launch. And honestly, I've just never heard. It makes you feel like it makes you question life, really, because I'm like, can I even play guitar? I don't think I can, because the way that he gets the sound out of a guitar is magical. So with this album, I just went, I've got Phil. I'm not even going to touch a guitar. I mean, obviously in the guide tracks and when we're rehearsing and stuff, but he needs to put down the guitar lines because he's incredible. It's flawless, and he's a one take. He will just play it and no mistakes, and it'll be perfect. You almost sit in studio going, should he just do another take? And then everyone's like, no, yeah. Everyone's like, why? It's so perfect. So yeah, no, he's my ultimate hero. He's just so good. This album launch as well, I based the whole album launch off of his availability.
Right.
I went, well, I'm not doing the show without you. So
Gotcha.
you give me a date and I'll get everyone else around that. Yeah.
All right. So when are those shows happening?
This is the 17th. The big album launch is the 17th of July. So next month.
Yep.
At the piano. It's going to be incredible. I have got the best band, we're also going to have a live artist on stage who's going to paint the band while we're playing. So she's going to start the painting. She's going to sit at the front of the stage. And at the end of the show, she's going to have the finished painting. So, yeah, it's going to be a cool show. Just like heaps happening.
All righty. Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
And you taking it around the country, or what are you going to do after that?
Yeah, so I am going on tour. So I'm going a nationwide tour. That'll probably be a duo. So depending on the venues, but we are stripping it back a little bit just because it can get so expensive to travel around.
Sure, yeah.
House. And it's going to be an 8-piece band at the album launch.
Ooh.
So 8 people all over the country is a little bit much, yeah.
Yeah. All right. I understand. Now, I see you covered an Elton John song, Nikita. What happened there? Why that one? And what's the backstory?
Oh, Nikita, you'll never know anything about my home. I'll never know how good it feels to hold you. Nikita, I need you so.
Yeah, I never do covers on my albums either because why should I? I've got heaps of original songs. But then with this one as well, Nikita is a song that when I was a little girl, whenever I went through stuff, I would listen to that song in my bed. And I remember just always looking out at the stars because there's that line in it where he says, Nikita, do you count the stars at night? And I was feeling all poetic as a little girl. And I would always just then count the stars. And it somehow made me feel better, gave me something else to focus on. But I would also hyper focus on that song and the sounds in it. It got me into music, going, what is that sound? What is, so it's just always been a song that's meant a lot to me. And because this whole album is Marlene, me, essentially, I thought this is quite a cool homage to this childhood song that got me into music, that got me through a lot. So that's why I decided to add that on. Like the whole album I've kind of thought about. So the album launch is also my birth month. This is also, the song from that decade. So I kind of try to tie everything into this little story as well.
Gotcha. Well, I did a little research on Nikita, and I found that Elton John got sued by a South African singer-songwriter named Guy Hobbs, who had a song called Natasha that he suggested was kind of an inspiration.
Really? Okay. Well, I'll go and listen to. Have you listened to Natasha?
I have not. I think it came out in the early 70s or something like that, or somewhere in there. I'm not sure. But it's first I've heard of Guy Hobbs, so I'll have to do some.
And it's funny that he's South African also.
I know. That's what I was thinking. Maybe you had heard it at some point before.
No, but that's the first thing I'm going to do now is listen, and I want to hear the similarities if he's got a. But these things happen with songs, especially basic 3-4 chord songs. I mean, Nikita is essentially a 3-chord song.
Yep.
There's only so many combinations of songs, and I mean, people are always suing everyone with these things because of those. Yeah.
All right.
If you're big enough, someone's going to sue you.
Now you have a song called 5-Year Plan. Do you have a 5-year plan?
Now I'm 15 years in on my 5-year plan, and I've been running or walking just as fast as I can. There's a hole in my heart. There's a hole in my heart. I've been running from the law, I've been running from man, and they don't give a damn about my 5-year plan. There's a hole in my heart. There's a hole in my heart. Stare me apart.
Well, the song, the lyrics go, I'm 15 years in on my 5-year plan. So, and it just keeps moving. 18 years in on that 5-year plan. It's always going to be a 5-year plan. 5-year plan, that's kind of the theme of the song, is that you make these plans and sometimes it doesn't work out. Or sometimes you're just willing to keep going and keep aiming for that 5-year plan, even though 5 years have passed,
Yep.
I think that's like my music career. I think even though I have all these plans in place, I'm going to be a musician regardless of whether I reach those little goals. So, yeah, I am 15 years in on my 5-year plan.
Well, and so does music take up all of your life, or what other things do you get up to that help keep things afloat?
Yeah, well, music is my main one. So I perform about 4 or 5 times a week. So that is my main income. And then I'm also a yoga and Pilates teacher. So teach that. We've recently opened a little studio in Ralston, a gym called the Lil Gym. So it's like a yoga gym, altitude training, Himalayan salt cave, a little hub for fitness and wellness. Yeah. So that's also quite time consuming.
Yep. I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right. And so do you see, as far as your 5-year plan now, is it going to be how many years until the next record? Do you have a stockpile of songs written, or do you kind of write it?
Heaps of songs. I do have heaps of songs, but look, I keep saying that I think I'm going to retire with music now. This is my last one, because where do I go from here? Now everyone knows my real name. I've got my whole life. So I think now it's time to go into the bushes like Homer Simpson and be like, I'm out.
Right.
But no, who knows? We'll see what happens. Yeah.
Well, everybody knows Elton John's real name, and he's kept going. Didn't stop him.
That's true, and they keep calling him Elton John, right? No one's calling him.
Don't call him Reg
or whatever. Yeah, Reggie. Funny.
All right, so hopefully you'll be up here in Auckland again, bringing the show.
Yeah, I will be. I will be coming up in, I think it's September.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the tour dates it's all on my website. But yeah, if anyone's in Christchurch on the 17th of July, that is going to be a big show. And then just looking at the tour dates all around the country. I'm going pretty much everywhere. Little towns, big towns, yeah. So I'll be around.
Sounds good. All righty. And it's a great sounding record, so
thank you very much.
Hopefully people can get it on vinyl. How many did you get pressed up?
I got 300 to start off with. Yep. And I've got the CDs as well. I don't know if people still listen to CDs.
Yes, CDs are coming back. Don't give up.
Oh, okay. I'm waiting for the tapes to come back. I like cassette tapes.
Oh, okay.
Did you ever get into that? No.
I have. Yes, I always used them in my car back in the 70s because you dump the record onto a cassette and then you could play your favorite records in the car.
And they fiddly, right? When it gets too hot, it just comes.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You know how to do that.
Yeah, the pain and everything. Yeah, I love it.
All right, very good. All right. Well, thank you very much for taking time to talk to me. We appreciate it, and good luck with everything, especially on the 17th of July. It sounds like it's going to be good.
Yeah, come over if you're around or hop on
see
a
what I can
plane.
do. All right.
Thanks, Marty.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed this episode of the 13th Floor's Music Talk series, please be sure to subscribe to the website or to the YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram and wherever you find your podcasts. There's a whole lot more to discover.